Hi friends, welcome to Edible Vibes. New Year is here and you will find a roast chicken on our dinner table among other things. We love chicken and during this time of the year, it takes on a roasted form. And this year I am making a roasted garlic chicken. So let's begin. First we are going to make the garlic butter, and for that we are going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Then take 2 bulbs of garlic. Cut the top off to expose all the pods. 2 pieces of aluminum foil and fold them in half. Place each bulb on a piece of aluminum foil. Pour a little bit of oil into the garlic and bring the edges together and form a bundle, and make sure that's a tight seal. Place it on a baking sheet and bake it in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. Once the garlic has cooked through, take the bulbs out. Once it's cool to touch, you can squeeze or scoop out the cooked garlic from the pod. Look how mushy this is. Once you have removed all the garlic pods, place them together and mash them up with a fork to form a paste. Now this garlic can be used in any number of ways. Take 1.5 sticks, that is about 3/4 cups of softened butter. Whisk it a little bit to break up the butter. Then mix it together with the spatula to soften it a bit more. Then add 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. This is to reinforce the flavor of garlic. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. 1/2 teaspoon of dried rosemary. Crush it in the palm of your hands to release the oil. Then 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 teaspoon of pepper, and mix it well. Make sure there are no lumps. Now I have used salted butter here, so if you are using unsalted butter, you might have to add a bit more salt to it. Taste this butter and see if the salt is sufficient. You want it to be a little to the saltier side because this has to flavor and season the chicken. Now, once it is well incorporated, mix in the garlic paste and set aside. I love this garlic butter. It is so versatile. It can be used in so many different ways. We will explore that on a later video. Take the whole chicken, clean it well and pat it dry before you season it. Cut a small piece off from near the cavity. Now try and separate the skin from the chicken. Use your fingers to slowly make space along the chicken breast, legs and thighs. Now, take some garlic butter and spread it well in between this space. Run some from the top of the chicken and then turn the chicken over. Just like before, separate the skin from the flesh and spread the garlic butter in between and rub it well on top as well. Once you're done, transfer this chicken onto a roasting pan. Tuck the wings under the chicken like this. Then take a butcher's string and tie the legs up really well. The reason why we do this is so that the chicken cooks evenly. Now, if you don't have butcher's thread, take a foil paper and fold it into a thin long strip and try to truss the legs together. Now, take a lemon and stuff it into the cavity. If you want, you can cut the lemon in half. Now, what this does is it holds the steam inside the cavity and helps the chicken cook from inside. This also imparts some flavor to the chicken. Now, place it in a preheated oven for 400 degrees for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now, this time depends upon the size of the chicken. At the 45-minute mark, take an aluminum foil and place this over the chicken. This is to prevent the skin from burning before the whole chicken cooks through. Then, after 20 minutes, take the foil off and let the chicken cook for the rest of the time. During this time, the skin will become nice, crisp and golden color. Now, this hour and 20 minutes may vary depending on the size of the chicken. The chicken I have used is about 5 pounds, that is almost 2.5 kilos, and I have a convection oven. The heat is blown around by the fan and it can cook the chicken more uniformly. So how do you know if your chicken is cooked through? Take a meat thermometer and stick it in the thickest part of the thigh, and it should read 165 degrees Fahrenheit. That is about 74 degrees Celsius. Now, what if you don't have a meat thermometer? How do you know if your chicken's cooked through? Pierce the chicken with a knife, and if the juices run clear, then the chicken is cooked. Once the chicken's cooked through, take it out of the oven and tent it with a foil and let it rest for 10 minutes before you carve. This is to redistribute the juices. Now the chicken has rested for 10 minutes. Let's carve. When you cut, it is a perfectly cooked chicken. It is tender, moist and so flavorful. Have it with roast potatoes, roast asparagus, or make a sandwich out of it. I have used the leftover chicken to make fried rice and it is delicious. I am sure that you will love this chicken. I hope you like this recipe. Until next time, happy cooking.